morning, humans. This is Piper Blush on WTPRradio.com. Oh, yeah. This is amazing. Yes, thank you for tuning in. I am broadcasting live on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show and on our radio, WTPRradio.com. You can participate live in this show. Many ways for you to participate live, to engage, because since this is broadcasted live, well, you can actually talk to me. Super mega easy. Just go on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show and write me a comment. Also, we've got a Discord server, WTPRradio.com, then click Discord server. Yeah, it's right there on my big screen television. I guess for some people that's a small screen, but you know, inches. We don't mind it. You can definitely interact with me there underneath the channel that's called 8 a.m. Good Morning Humans. Ooh, yeah. I got some cool subjects for you this morning. Because, well, you know what's been happening. Everybody's been talking about AIs. I've decided that we were going to do Good Morning Humans. That's you. Unless there are AIs and robots watching us right now. But, I mean, I'm not sure about this. Do you think... Is your Siri open or your Alexa? Are we alone? I don't know, but it's okay. We will go through this together. Now, the thing is, the economy of an AI future. Yeah. Okay, this is like a huge subject. But don't worry, it's not going to be boring. It's not going to be like just about economy. It's not going to be like just about AI. It's more about your opinion. What you see in the news, what you see and... like you hear with your friends, family, co-workers, on your social media and all these things. And we're going to talk about it, on Good Morning Humans, the economy of AI. I was thinking we are going to talk more about jobs for this episode, but don't worry, there will be more episodes for you to talk more about different types of economy. We're going to be able to talk probably about also... food. I mean, food safety is another thing. There's a whole bunch of other things going on. Maybe like medicine, technology, all of this crazy stuff happening. Robots, AIs, and everything like that. We already have Douglas Dauntless who says beep, boop. That's definitely the sound of a robot. I knew it, Douglas. I knew it. Richard Morrison, who is also here. Good morning, baby. Well, you can just call me Piper, you know. It works great. Carl. Good morning, Piper. Hey, Carl. Robbie S. Good morning, Piper. Good morning. I love what you do. Better every day and night. Ooh, well, I do 4 shows a day, usually, on weekdays, people. So make sure you turn on your notifications to my YouTube channel at the Piper Blush Radio Show. Oh, yeah, because, well, you want to be notified. You want to know when I'm on air. All shows are live. If they're live, that means that you can be there live with me. Then you can always rewatch them, but it's always better to be there live. We have R. Manish who says hi. Hey. Salwan CG2 also says hi. Hello. And GKeyman565. Hello, Piper Blush. I hope you're having a great day. From a human in Michigan. Oh, yeah. Hi, human in Michigan. I'm a human in Vancouver. Now, you could also be a human anywhere else in the world. Tell me where you're from. Yeah, leave a comment right now. Where are you from? At least the country. You don't need to be more precise than that. But at least the country. I think it would be nice to know who's from where. To see, well, what our audience is like. Okay, I put this over here. Where is it now? Where is it? Because I want to be able to take calls this morning. It's going to be quite interesting. Okay. Oh, this one here. This one here. What are you doing, Piper? I'm touching my computer a lot. Yeah. There's Andrew T who's here. Hey, Andrew. Good morning. Julian Treptow. Bonjour, Piper. You look perfect. Have a great day. Oh, bonjour à vous aussi. Julien. And then Wayne. Hey, Wayne. Wayne's there as well. Adam McKinney. Hey, Adam. I guess Adam has his notifications turned on because he's always there. See, we got people that are always there. And that's amazing. Robbie says, where's Lilith? Well, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but Lilith would not be joining us anymore. Due to my respect for Lilith and her family, I will not go into details. But that's pretty much it. Thank you, Robbie, for your concern and for asking. Now, the economy... Okay, it's cool. It's the morning, people. It's the morning. As you can see, my huge cup of... Well, you don't know what's in there. Could be anything. So I'm not going to tell you. We are going to be talking about the economy of an AI future. Because I was listening to this amazing thing. This amazing, sort of podcasting. And it made me think that actually there is an economy for the future. I mean, there's an economy for the past too, but everything is changing and the AIs are kind of morphing our future, and our future is now. As I often say. Also, if you've watched like the last like Apple, programmer thingy, well, you might have noticed that Apple did not mention AIs at all. What do you mean, Piper? They didn't. Like, actually did not mention AI. What do they use instead? Well, that's the thing, okay? So they're not saying they're not using AI. They just call it machine learning. So wouldn't you agree that machine learning is kind of like the same as AI? I mean, artificial intelligence or machine learning. When you learn stuff, don't you become intelligent at one point? Right? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's similar or different. What do you think? Write me a comment right now. Do you think AI and machine learning is the same thing? How do they differentiate from one another? Do you think that the word AI is a little bit like UFO right now? It's been used and abused, so people are scared about it. It's a bit like climate change. Yeah, people have actually AI anxiety. They do. Now, why would you have AI anxiety as a person? Well, many different types of reasons, and that's what we're gonna talk about in this episode. Well, the thing is, okay, AI anxiety is a bit like, being climato-anxieux. I only know the word in French, people, so it's gonna be hard to translate. But having climate anxiety, like climate change anxiety, not like, oh, it snows and I don't want to drive in the snow anxiety. Not like that. More like climate in general. Like the end of the world, doomsday with the climate. Well, some people have AI anxiety. Yeah, so it's an anxiety about something that, of course, you can't really control in a way. Though I have to say that if you pay close attention to everything that's been happening in the news, you stay informed, well, you can decide, your future. Yeah, you can actually, be informed and be active and proactive with everything you've been hearing and decide for a better future for yourself. Because the thing is, if you are AI anxious, well, you need to maybe get informed more. Or maybe not, I don't know, ask your psychologist. I'm not a psychologist. But what I can say is that the more information you gather, and okay, we're talking truthful information here, people, the more information you're gonna gather, well, the more positive output you can have on your life. Get it? So the more you're going to be able to be like, okay, this is coming in AI, this is going to affect me in this way, so now I can do this, this, and this. See? If you can control it, then you shouldn't fear it. And well, if you can't do nothing about it, well, you shouldn't fear it either. So both ways you win. There's no fear in this AI future. If you follow the Piper Blush philosophy. Yeah, that's me. Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Humans, the economy of an AI future. We have Mano Prime Snaze, who says, I love your voice. Well, thank you very much, Mano Prime. Hey, Piper, want to meet you in my city, in Francia. I have no idea where that is. Like, can you tell me a country, please? Because my geography is a bit bad. Shadow says, AI is taking over now. Why will I need an illustrator if I can use AI render? Well, that's a great thing to say, Shadow. And that's what's happening. Well, actually, let's dive right into it, because what Shadow says is exactly what I want to talk about this morning with you. And that is the fact that, okay, in the olden days, okay, we're not talking like caveman era, people. We're talking like beginning of the industrialization. So, 1800s, like late 1800s, beginning of the 1900s. So those type of days. Now, all of these workers, these actual workers, well, they were replaced by machines, like in factories and things like that. Because, well, we had industrialization, charcoal, electricity, I mean, all of these things, steam machines, all of these things was kind of like happening right here and now and then. So, all of the blue-collar workers, well, were kind of faced with the reality that some of their jobs would be stolen by robots. Okay, maybe it's not like a robot that talks, but still, factories and like big industries and all of these like robots, these machines, we're gonna call them machines because I'm not sure they're robots. Like for presses, if you were like working at a place where they do printing, in like automotive shops. Yeah, like with Ford, who wanted to like automatize everything. Even in bakeries. I mean, one guy in Quebec, he got inspired by Ford. Yeah, you know Ford, like the actual car, to do his like actual little cakes, the same way that Ford would do his cars. Yeah, with like a line and machines. And so we go through these operations, and at the end, bam, a cake. That's called the Joe Louis. So that's what happened. I mean, lots and lots of people lost their job, but did they really lose their jobs, or did they just create new jobs? Because, well, that meant that we needed people to actually, well, take care of these machines. So you needed like supervisors of the machines. You needed mechanics for the machines. Like you needed engineers to create these machines. So is there really like an amount of jobs that you can hold in your hand in the blue collar, like, let's say, sector? And then, well, just kind of take them away, and then these people don't work anymore? I mean, most people during their lifetime, they will have more than one actual job, like more than one career. We live to up to 80. Okay, that's in Canada, so like it depends where your country is from, unfortunately. But if you live up to 80, most people will have approximately 3 careers. Like 3 careers, that's a lot. So I guess like at one point we get bored and we want to try something new and we switch it up. Maybe like right now the AI is making it so that, well, we're not switching up at a pace that we want, but we're still gonna need to switch it up. So all of these blue collars that used to work in these factories, when they implemented machines on the factory's like floor, well, the job changed. But was it so bad? I mean, right now we have factories that are all robots. I mean, even Amazon, with their packages, employ like a little bit less people. What are these people gonna do? I'm not sure. Like, are you somebody that worked at Amazon and that was replaced by a robot? Or were you somebody that was replaced by a new technology? You should call me now, 1-888-614-5006. And tell me, yeah, were you replaced? And if you were, what were you replaced for? And do you fear being replaced again? Ooh, interesting questions, right? Go for Chuck says, morning, Piper. Hey, good morning. And then we also have Abhinav Nigam, who says, good morning, you're looking amazing as always. Well, thank you very much. Cesar, morning, Piper. Morning, Cesar. Okay, Richard is right. It's a great top. Thank you very much. This comes from Giant Pipe Wrench. Okay, yeah, I know what you did there. Go for Chuck says, my whole life in blue collar, truck driver, heavy equipment operator, all of my jobs were blue. My game is the only white collar I have worked on. Not replaced, retired. Okay, so the thing is, go for Chuck's. He's now building a video game, like an actual video game, with like werewolves and stuff. It's gonna be super cool. I've seen some images. You wanna see some images of Gopher's Chuck's? It's like actual video game that he's building. You can definitely do that. Just go to WTPRradio.com and then click our Discord server, and Gopher Chuck's is on there. And he like sometimes sends some screenshots of his development for his actual game. Which is like about, werewolves and many other things. So you can go ask him questions. It's very interesting. Now, the fact that actually Gopher Chucks was in blue collar jobs and now he's kind of, not replaced, retired, but not retired, but sort of, and he's decided to build a game, a video game, well, that's a bit of a different change, of actual, like, career, in that sense. Which is pretty cool. And now we have Douglas Dauntless, who says, IBM Deep Blue AI was introduced in 1997. I mean, AIs are definitely not new, but right now, they're kind of everywhere in a different way. Yeah. So thank you, Douglas, for mentioning this. I mean, it's not new. Since we've had computers, we kind of needed to generate information and like store data and process all of this in a different way. And AI were supposed to kind of make it easier, right? Like with machine learning. If you don't have machines, you don't need machine learning. Artificial intelligence is kind of a machine that learns, right? So without any machines, like with the locomotive that was steam powered, That was kind of like the beginning of machines, you know, when we invented the wheel, probably. Beginning of the machines. But now we want to make them faster, better, work harder, and all these things. So it has kind of like morphed into something else, but it's normal. It's called evolution, people. And things evolve. Yeah, things change. So we have Kenneth Howell who says, why do I want to go to Canada? Because I might see Piper in the store. Well, that is not creepy at all, but thank you very much for the compliment, Kenneth. Robbie says, Robbie, wait a second. My one and only opinion about AIs, when things go too far, humans always had the habit to fight back and make a comeback. Okay, so you believe in humanity. I like that, Robbie. I like your fiercefulness. Because you know what I read, like, yesterday? Is one of these, like, father of AI. There's a few that are coming up these days. It seems like there's a lot of fathers of AI. I don't understand how, like, AI was fathered by so many people. In human species, it's like one father, one mother. In AI, it seems like a lot of fathers. I don't know where the mothers are, but there's a lot of fathers in there. So the thing is, well, he said that we should not make babies because the AI future is so crazy. And I was like, what? I mean, isn't that the whole point? If we stop making babies, then of course the AIs are gonna take over, because there's gonna be nobody to defend humanity. No, it's the reverse. You should keep on doing babies. We're 8 billion, Piper. I know, like, you don't need to make babies. But the thing is, we should keep on defending humanity whatever happens. We should all be, like, together and want to actually go to space and explore new horizons and go, like, further that we never gone before. Something like that. Not just, like, let ourselves die because we invented a machine that might be more intelligent than us. I mean, what's that logical thought? Okay, that was only, like, you know, the actual title, so I didn't read the whole article. But it did certainly, do something to me and made me a bit, well, angry and at the same time shooken. Because why would you not want to defend humanity if you're human? I mean, I'm sure some people will side with AIs, but probably some AIs will also side with humans. Isn't that the whole point of having, like, an intelligence? Yeah, choosing your side because of your values, of your love, of what you believe in. If they are really intelligent, I'm sure some of them are gonna, like, follow us, and others might not. But we are going deep into sci-fi right now. Deep Space Nine. Get it? Okay. Wayne says, I will have the AI eat the chip. Wayne, you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay, so Wayne is doing the last chip challenge. The one chip challenge, which is one of the spiciest chips on Earth. He's gonna put it in his mouth. Well, he said he would. Now, I don't know. It seems like he's having second doubts right now. And that's gonna happen on Wednesday on Love, Lust, and the Devil at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I mean, Wayne is doing something crazy. Maybe you've done something crazy for love too. Maybe you've spiced up your couple in some spicy, saucy ways. I have no idea. But that is all what we're gonna talk about on Wednesday on Love, Lust, and the Devil. And when exactly is Wednesday, Piper? Give me a moment. Let me get my calendar so you know, like, okay, so it's tomorrow. So it's on the 7th of June. And if ever you're seeing this episode in the future, when it's not broadcasted live, don't worry, it's gonna be there. Just go check it out on my YouTube channel at the Piper Blush Radio Show, and you'll see on the 7th of June, Love, Lust, and the Devil, with Wayne eating the most spicy chip on Earth. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, GKman565 said, watch out for the ghost in the machine. I thought it was the ghost in the shell. But okay, because the machine is fine too. Don't really mind it. Now, we have all of these actual blue-collar jobs that were replaced by machines. And we're talking back in the days when it was industrialization. Yes. We still need some people in industries though, and in factories to do some things. We can't just have machines. Yes and no. like even McDonald's, I mean Wendy's, some big actual like food chains or franchise are thinking of putting their cashiers and their whole setup as sort of a factory. Meaning you would go there, you would order from an AI pretty much, like an actual, well, system, a bit like the internet, like you usually do when you order from Uber Eats. Yeah, you get it, And then, well, your food will be prepared by some sort of robot. Now, I'm not saying a humanoid robot, because there's a McDonald's that already exists like that. Not with the humanoid robot, but with robots that actually prepare your food. It's not really like a robot, because it's not going to say hi to you and talk to you. It's more like a factory, you know? Like machines that are just like doing the sequence of operations and that, bam, give you your Big Mac. So I guess that in a way, well, they're not going to need people to do that because they have the machine doing it for the people. Though you're still going to need somebody to, well, check in on the machines. You're going to need people to, well, maybe update the machines. And that goes on for the software too. I mean, if you go to McDonald's right now, depends probably where you are in the world, but I'm in Canada. Well, you have this sort of self-serve booth, and you can also go to the cashier. So cashiers are still there. There's still some human presence there. But there's more like self-serve cashiers than the other one. Same thing for the grocery store. You can do your own grocery store, like cash out. I'm not talking Amazon store where you actually like go in, go out, and you don't actually go to the cash. Talking like scan your things, like play the cashier, you know? That always excites me a lot. To play my own cashier. I mean, who doesn't like that? It's pretty cool. Okay, the vegetables though and the fruits, that's a bit of an asshole. Why don't they just like scan, you put it there and just, I don't know, it does like and then it knows the weight, it knows the size, it knows what fruit it is, what vegetable it is. That would be a lot easier. So if I have a lot of fruits and veggies, usually I'm just gonna go to like a physical cashier. But if I don't, then it's just beep beep, beep beep. It's just scanning. And that's quite easy to do without a cashier, like physical cashier, because I can do that. Don't need to know all the codes and all these things. Yeah. So that being said, all of these jobs have been replaced by kind of an automatic system. Though, you're still gonna need software for that. Because if you're talking about like all the cash outs that you have, the McDonald's stands and all these things, well, that's all a software. It's not an actual robot arm that does a burger. It's you deciding on what you're gonna eat and the menu being like promoted to you in that way. So that's a lot of GUI. Like all that stuff. I think that's the name in French, but well, you know, user interface. And then, well, you have like the back end that needs to talk to the actual, well, maybe robot that's preparing the food. So there's still a lot of jobs. It's just different jobs. It's not the same as usually it was. It's gonna change. AI and machine learning is the same. Thank you, Carl. So Carl believes AI and machine learning is the same. So artificial intelligence and machine learning, same thing. This is Piper Blush, and share this video right now. This is Good Morning Humans, the economy of an AI future. You need to share this. Why? Because you want to know your future, and you want your people, your people that follow you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to know about their future too. You want to save them for a possible, like, catastrophe of AI. For the annihilation of humanity. You don't want that to happen. No. So you need to be actually in control. Yeah, you need to know what is happening in the AI news. And you need to make sure that all of your monkey circle knows as well. So share this video right now. Everywhere. Super easy. Go to YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show and then click right underneath. There's a share button. It's going to take you 2 clicks and bam, you will have done your good action of the day. And for the humanity, oh, that's good. So right now, we were talking about all the blue-collar jobs that were lost during industrialization. But now it's quite different. It's not blue-collar jobs that are being lost anymore. It's white-collar jobs. Because just like Shadow said, I mean, if he wants an illustration, he can just ask an AI like Midjourney to actually render it for him. So it is not as much the blue-collar jobs as that are being lost, because machines are still evolving and we're still creating machines to make our lives easier, of course. But now it's AIs. And AIs are not actually, well, building things with their hands, like cupcakes or stuff like that. No. What they're doing is using like language models. Or actually making it easier for you to do things like coding, like creating a video game, like actually rendering an image without having the necessary knowledge or without needing this knowledge that you might or would need in like the previous years. Previous years, to be an illustrator, you need to go to school, like to university. But now anybody can be an illustrator. Anybody can be a graphic designer. I mean, anybody can be pretty much anything, right? Except for maybe the things that still need the human touch. Like go for Chuck said. I mean, driving a truck, heavy equipment, and all of these things, like being an actual hairdresser, manicures. Some robots exist out there that can kind of do it. I mean, we are close to self-driving trucks and cars. So all of these things might change, but probably not this summer. Probably not this summer of AI. What's happening in this summer of AI is a lot more accentuated to white-collar jobs. So what are white-collar jobs? Tell me in a comment right now. What's a white-collar job for you? I'm waiting. And you can also call in if ever you want to share your AI anxiety with me and everybody else watching this. 1-888-614-5006. We also have here, well, okay, I can't read other languages in French and English. So if you write in other languages, I cannot read your comment. It's impossible for me. Sorry about that. Now, we have here Zuki Touch, who says, hello, what you all talking about? We're talking about the economy of an AI future. What will jobs look like in an AI future? What's gonna happen with your job? Do you think you're gonna lose your job to an AI? Because quite frankly, I myself, Piper Blush, hey, I'm Piper. You can just Google me if you want to know more about me. I'm all over the internet. So the thing is, I'm a model, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm now a radio host. Kind of like podcast, YouTuber, all of that stuff. So the thing is, all of these jobs are now very much replaceable by an AI. We have OnlyFans models that are AIs because, well, you can use something like Midjourney to actually create a perfect female, then render it in a sort of kind of video format if you want to, that actually speaks, that moves, and that sends pictures. Oh yeah, there's those kinds of pictures too, people. And, well, you can prompt a language model AI like ChatGPT to create some actual interaction. Yeah, there's also voiceovers, meaning you could have like conversations with an actual AI. Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm great, how are you? Like, just like that. That's all what's happening right now. Like, right now. For the radio and podcasting, well, there are radios that are just like AI air checkers, like AI DJs. That just take care of all the music, all the radio, and then they even tell the time, tell the news, tell all these things. They do that. This is a thing. There's podcasts with AIs in them and not humans. Now, of course, some say it's more for comedy and entertainment than actual, well, factual things. But I mean, there's the Joe Rogan actual AI experiment podcast. And there's other ones. If you go on Apple Podcasts, you can also listen to Love, Lust, and the Devil. The show where we burn down taboos at 5 p.m. Pacific time on weekdays. Yeah, it's also on Apple Podcast, Love, Lust, and the Devil. Because all of the shows I do on Love, Lust, and the Devil, well, I then put them on Apple Podcast and Spotify Podcast as well. So you can go check them out on there right now. Thank you, people. Now, an AI can never replace Piper Blush. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm sure lots of you out there do not want an actual AI. You want the human touch, the human connection. Because, well, after all, we are humans. But how are you gonna know that I'm a human in a very near future? It's gonna be super difficult to actually like make a difference between an AI and a real person. So, well, that's why we're talking about the economy of an AI future on Good Morning Humans at 8 a.m. Pacific time with Piper Blush. Hey! Okay, we got Steven Say who says, I come from Taiwan. Said hi to you. A77 say, I come from Canada, and I say hi to you too. Darren, hey Piper, hey Darren, thanks for tuning in. Okay, now, my uncle works on them. What do your uncle works on? Oh, cool, we have a caller. Awesome. Oh yeah. Good morning, humans. This is Piper Blush. Who is this?
Hello, AI.
Oh my God, I'm an AI now. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, this is Wayne. How you doing?
Hey, Wayne, I'm doing great. Now, do you have AI anxiety, Wayne?
No, not really. I'm just hoping they don't. I'm kind of scared about the future about cars and stuff more than anything at all. You know, getting rid of the engine is something I love to do.
Okay, so for you, it would be like if they actually get rid of the engine, how would they do that? You think like it would self-build?
Well, they already got rid of. I mean, yeah. Well, no, they got. No, I'm talking about the the environmental stuff, and then they'll get rid of the engine, and
so you're talking about like
and then there
electric
won't be very much.
Right?
Yeah, electric cars taking over everything. And I guess you can use AI to run factories and robots and all that other stuff too. I guess that can lose a lot of people jobs.
Exactly, because they can kind of at one point maybe run themselves. So if they have like machines and then the AIs run the machines, then there'd be kind of no point for us to be there. Which is good because it's a dangerous job that you have. Like being a mechanic can be dangerous. Have you ever like cut a finger? I mean, squished one?
Oh, I've done a few things. I've cut myself. I've had a jack fail and the car fall on me one time.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah, underneath the car a couple times.
Couple times? Wow! Don't you want to get like one of these hydraulic ones? Or do like
I got a lift. I got a lift in my garage now.
Oh yeah, I saw that, the blue thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's better, because that way, like, there's less chances of it falling on you, right?
It's got a lot of safety. It's got a lot of locking safety devices on it.
That's good, because you're working on really old cars too, and they're really heavy. Those ones, right? Like a whale type of heavy.
The 1954 Chevy that I have weighs just as much as the cars that are out there today.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be heavier, but
because they're bigger, really, right?
Yeah, but they're really not. They're a little bit lighter, and especially they're lighter than the trucks sometimes.
Wow. I didn't know that. That might be why they're not very safe to use then. Okay. So, well, your chip challenge, what's happening with that?
Not much. It's all set up. I was trying to look for some promotions. I didn't see anything, but I'll look later.
Oh,
I was kind of busy, but
yeah, you can just like share videos and stuff on your YouTube channel and on your Facebook.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do it like that. And I'm going to do it on my side too. No. So it's going to be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was checking that. Yeah. Nothing else is going on. I'm still going to do it. So I was just joking before. So
it's okay. You can joke as much as
AI, you want. I was thinking then the AI wouldn't taste it. I don't think.
I don't know, but they've actually developed AI that do taste. But it's not like an AI. So I saw it's this finger that's kind of a robotic finger. And since it can kind of analyze water, like with its, I don't know, it's like special skin thingy. So it's more like an analyzer. So it can kind of taste because it can analyze what's in the water. And then it can tell you what's in it. And then, well, it could kind of tell you what it tastes like because it knows what's into it, right? So it's the same thing.
Right.
So maybe it could like touch the chip, like the last chip challenge. And then it would actually know that it's super spicy for a human being,
Yeah. Yeah, it was also, I mentioned it before, but remember the Star Trek the food things where you just punch in or say what you want for food, and then it would,
The replicator.
I saw that again. Yeah, the replicator. I saw that again, and they're really working on it. And I can imagine if they succeed, I mean, all the things all the jobs would be lost there too.
Wow.
I
That'd
mean,
be
if you
crazy.
were, I mean, yeah, you could simulate meat, you can simulate bread, you can
Exactly.
simulate clothing,
What I don't
clothing.
understand is like how they're gonna make it work, you know? Because they need like a physical first product, like a primary product. You know, when you have a 3D printer, so you need like an
Yeah.
actual either, well, if your 3D printer is more like
Well,
plasticky,
this,
you're gonna need like some
yeah.
plastic to make it
No,
happen.
this wouldn't be a printer. This would be a molecule.
Exactly, but you still
It
need like
would,
the
yeah,
molecules, right? You can't just like take it
yeah,
out from thin air.
right. No, there's these things on the side of it that have all these chemicals of different kind of
Mm,
things, and you click them into this machine, and you have to
okay.
replace those. So you have to buy those, and I don't know,
So
they'll probably be really expensive. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, so you would
But
it's kind of like a well, like a printer. Like if so you would have your blue, your red, and your actual yellow, and then well you could kind of
yeah,
create anything out of that. Ooh.
right. But this would be a different kind of thing. It would have the molecules for that certain thing, like fish or meat or
Uh-huh.
clothing or anything else that it can produce. And I
Whoa.
could see it just putting people out. And they also have this other thing too. It's like a garbage can,
Uh-huh.
and you throw the stuff into the garbage can, and what happens is the machine breaks down all the molecules
Uh-huh.
and wipes them away. So there's no more waste.
Well, okay. Nothing gets lost. Nothing gets. What's the saying? Rien ne se perd, rien ne se crée, tout se transforme. So rien ne se perd. Nothing gets lost. Nothing gets created.
Nothing gets waste.
Everything
Or
gets
yeah,
transformed. Exactly. So it's
yeah,
just transformed in another sense. That's like
yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, the waste that you create or any will
would
just
go
be
into
throw it in
something
here,
else.
and it breaks. Right, it would break it down and make it nothing.
But that's a pretty cool future so far. I would not be too anxious about this future. I mean, it would
All those.
maybe mean like food safety for like the whole entire planet.
Well, yeah, and then nobody would want to. Nobody would be killing anything anymore. Unless
Exactly.
they
No
really
more
want to.
vegans. No more
No.
vegetarians. It would all be fine.
It would be an interesting life.
That's awesome. Thank you
No
for
need,
calling,
no
Wayne.
want, no
I like
need.
that. Uh-huh. We're going to leave it on this positive note. Okay, I'll see you later, Wayne. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, like we were saying, that's more like blue collar jobs, so everything in agriculture and stuff like that. But what has been happening is that, well, you've been listening to Good Morning Humans, the economy of an AI future. And this is Piper Blush, your host. Now, the thing is, what is a white collar job and why are they actually disappearing? Well, I got a few examples for you. So, finances would be one. Wall Street would be kind of like tied to finances. So, accounting, all of these things in finance, like actually managing some investments and things like that, defining the portfolios and things like that. So anything in finance is kind of jeopardized by AI because, well, they've tested AIs with Wall Street and it's pretty good at picking stocks. Better than most humans. Meaning that, well, Wall Street is thinking of integrating that in, well, their actual whatever things. But then if everybody knows what's going to happen, more like every AI knows what's going to happen, how is it gonna work? I'm not sure. What do you think about this? Leave me a comment right now. Share this video. If you have investments and you are looking into investing in some of those AI companies, hardware or software, like hardware NVIDIA, or software like, well, I don't know, Microsoft, and, well, all the other ones. Like you could invest in Meta, you can invest in Alphabet for Google, and all of these other things. What are you thinking of doing with your money for an AI future? Are you gonna put it in investment? Are you gonna invest it in yourself? Are you gonna buy lots of gold? Yeah, because that's also a thing. So if you have a job that is more a white collar job, there is now a chance that the AI is lurking in your back. And it's been kind of the first time it has happened since industrialization, where it was with the blue collars. Also, if you're a lawyer, it's pretty much the same thing. Now, lawyers, they spend a lot of time researching and a lot of time writing. Yeah, because it's a lot of bureaucracy to be a lawyer. Then, of course, you see like the trial and all these cool things. When they're actually networking, like, and exchanging things and doing, well, real human things. Yeah, not just like their nose in their books. But since most of the job is related to writing, like all of these things, well, an AI can do that a lot faster. So let's say you're a lawyer, and it would take you maybe like 2 days to write like a whole thing, okay? Like procedure or something like that. Or maybe it's your assistant. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But the thing is, now with the help of AIs, language models like ChatGPTs and other ones that are probably going to be more specialized for law, and some other ones are going to be more specialized for finance because you don't want to like mix them all up. Well, you will actually have a lot more times on your hands. Because what took you maybe 2 days to do might take you now approximately like a few hours. And you bill your clients by the hour. So you see what it's creating now? Can you take more clients because you have more time? And most of the tasks are being done by AIs? But still, how are you gonna make it work? Like this actual adaptation where you're not getting paid by the hour at a right rate. So are you lying right now? I mean, I'm not saying lawyers are lying, you know. Kind of defeats the purpose of the law. But the thing is that in many different sectors, people are actually lying about the work they do. Of course they are. If you are to go on Fiverr, and let's say you want somebody to write you an advertisement or, I don't know, a little like copyright thing for your Facebook campaign, to promote your product or your drop shipping, whatever. Well, this person is probably going to use ChatGPT or another language model, and they're probably going to charge you for a 24-hour fee when it's probably going to take them 10 minutes. That's the thing. So how are we going to qualify the worth of the work, you know? Because it is changing. It is changing. You pay by the hour. Well, you can't pay by the hour now if it takes like 10 minutes to do the thing that took you an hour. Though it has to maybe be revised by another human. It does right now, but soon you're gonna have AIs that are gonna revise on other AIs, and then it's gonna be like all AI. I know, you can see all the AIs, right, coming your way. This is crazy. Share this video now if you are scared of losing your job to the AIs. Even if you're not scared, I mean, it's going so fast that there's a possibility that my information that I give you right now, right here, is your best protection in an AI future. Okay, because, like we were saying, white-collar jobs. There's a few white-collar jobs. We have Wall Street, like I said, who's using AIs right now. Wants to implement it for stock value and all these things. We have the lawyers who are using it, well, also to kind of help with the actual writing tasks. We have the Hollywood screenwriters who are on strike right now because they want to make sure that Hollywood stays human written, all of the scripts, and to not use AIs to write scripts. No, which would take less time in the matter of time, yes. But then you would lose that human touch. But would you? What do you think about this? Leave me a comment right now. Oh yeah, do it. On YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show. Yeah. Now there's also this other thing. Well, whereas it would be kind of a weird world to go into AI, and to not know what's gonna happen because it's going so fast that there is a little bit of us that doesn't know. But you don't need to not know. You can actually predict the future a little bit, a little bit. And that is why information is protection. Because by having information on what's happening, you can maybe navigate, redirect, learn new things. Like actually open ChatGPT for the first time today. Have you opened ChatGPT yet? Write me a comment. Share this video. Make sure that everybody actually opens ChatGPT at least once. I'm not telling you to like move on to the dark side of the AI, but you should know what it is. How to use it, how to prompt it, and that will give you a good idea of, well, how people are using it right now and how it could or could not change the world. Go open ChatGPT, and don't worry, this is not promoted by ChatGPT. I'm not making any money for this. No. I'm just saying that you should try it. You should try Midjourney. You should prompt it. Everybody should do it. Just to know what you're up against as humanity. Yeah. Because WTPRradio.com is real radio for real humans without AIs. We want to make sure that humanity stays alive, even though AIs are still a thing and will stay a thing. That is the thing. Get it? Me too. I love it. Imagine two AI's lawyers arguing a case. That's a good one, Jiki man. That's a good one. Now, Go for Chuck says, I have GPT integrated into the Unreal Engine. That makes sense, because ChatGPT really can do actual coding for you now. It does help me when I am stumped, and I say thank you when it answers me. Oh, that's so cute. Now, do you also use Copilot? With, what is it called? GitHub. Probably you don't need GitHub for that. But GitHub would just be kind of to store all of your data, for your game. And if ever you want to have other people collaborate on it, you would kind of have a timestamp of everything that's been going on. But maybe Unreal Engine does that too. I'm less familiar with Unreal Engine. But thank you for sharing, Go for Chucks. Anyone sitting at a desk should be worried. Ooh, that's interesting. And then GK Man says, if I get an AI to do all my work, I get more time to spend with Piper. Oh, so cute. Thank you very much. Okay. Now the thing is, in this AI future, well, what I want to talk about mostly is that all these white-collar jobs, they are changing. They are changing. It's not the same. So maybe it's not really that you're gonna lose your job, but your tasks within that job are gonna change. If you're a lawyer, like we discussed, well, maybe, just maybe, you're gonna need to prompt an AI more. That's what's gonna happen. So the tasks you do every day will be quite different than what you're used to doing. And now, some people actually lost their jobs. A lot of people did. In the tech industry, lots of people losing their jobs, massive companies just buy everybody. And so, I read this article about these two people. I talked about it in AI News yesterday. I'm going to talk about it again because it's a really interesting thing in the economy of an AI future. Well, they were white collars. They were working in tech. And, well, they were fired due to being replaced by AIs. So one of them became an AC AC repairman, so to repair ACs, which I think is a great thing, actually. Because ACs, climate change, get it? Yeah, we're going to need those. Just like in the time of Xerox, we needed people to fix printers. It was a big thing, and fax machines and all that stuff. Well, now we're probably gonna need more people to fix ACs because it's getting hot in here. It's gonna be 30 degrees today in Vancouver, people. Oh yeah, that's hot. That's very hot. And so, well, this person lost a white-collar job and went into a sort of blue-collar job. Now, they reinvented themselves, which is okay, but not everybody has the ability or the flexibility to do that, to reinvent themselves. That's why you need to listen to this, and that's why you need to share this video right now with everybody you know. On your Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, whatever. Yeah, just share it. Because, well, you need to know that there's a possibility you're going to need to adapt and adapt very fast. I mean, usually, back in the days, well, humans would adapt to things that were happening, like war, economical crisis and things like that. But it was a slow adaptation. Now, it's evolving so fast that you don't really have the time to think about it. You just need to act. And that's what this guy did by becoming an AC mechanic. But not everybody has this ability or knows that it's probably gonna be a good ability to have in the future. Because everything is happening so much exponentially. Well, there is a good proportion of actual, well, I'm just gonna say this like this. Piper says, if you can adapt fast, I'm pretty sure you're gonna make it. But if you can't, it's gonna be a lot more difficult for you to make it. So you need to know these things. You need to kind of keep on the edge of the information to be able to adapt as fast as possible. The world is gonna become to those who have adapted. They have adapted. See, I'm not saying we're all going to become the Borgs or stuff like that. No. But what I'm saying is that it's always been like that. Even with, Darwin and all that stuff. People who adapt will survive. But it's not a physical adaptability necessarily nowadays. It's more of an intellectual one. It's more of being aware of the news and the information and then adapted for it. Now, this other person that lost his job in technology, we're talking Silicon Valley style people, okay? Well, decided to become a dog walker. It's another great job that so far is not being replaced by AI or robots, which is more like hands-on, more people skills, and I guess canine skills for some reason. Not my thing. I will not become a dog walker. I don't like dogs. But all of these kind of jobs will still exist because people will still have dogs. I'm pretty sure. Like, they've been around for a long, long time, the doggies. That's what you need to think about. Like, what can you also do? Will your hobby or side hustle become like your main thing in the near future? That's possible. That is very definitely possible. I mean, Wayne Ukall said that, well, he's not AI anxious, but he is scared of losing like the motors in the cars. Because yes, electric vehicles are coming. Like, even in Canada, there's gonna be a ban on non-electric vehicles. So they're gonna need to sell only electric vehicles in a long time, but still, it's coming. It's coming at one point. Is it better? Is it worse? Well, that just depends on you. What kind of future do you want to live in? That's why we're having these discussions. For you to tell me, like what do you want to live in? If Wayne is scared of, well, cars don't having actual motors, well, he's a mechanic, so he's used to that. Now, maybe Wayne is going to need to, well, do something else, or maybe it's not going to happen in his lifetime. There's still going to be enough actual, well, motor gas cars for him to work throughout his life. But then the next generation will probably not work on like other stuff than electric motors because it's going to be obsolete. Like, how many VHS tape reparators do you see nowadays? But there were like a whole bunch before because VHS tape was everywhere. It was like the way to consume, well, entertainment and other things that you know already. So, well, you don't have repairmans for VHS tapes anymore. Maybe it just evolved into actual repairing computers and repairing cell phones. Maybe that's what it evolved to, but maybe those are not the same people. Maybe it's not because like they were repairing VHS that they actually moved on to the computer. Maybe they went and became dog walkers. That's the thing. You don't actually need to work in the same field. You can change it up. You can do something completely different. And that is why this AI summer is bringing up a whole bunch of restructuration in a lot and many sectors and industries. So you just need to be aware of it and decide, well, what do you want to do? What is going to be your AI future like? Write me a comment right now. Tell me, be Nostradamus. Say it in the comment right here, so that people can know that you were right when they look back at this video 20 years later. Oh yeah, this is so awesome. And share it with everybody too, so that they can see that your Nostradamus future, like a seeker, has been right or wrong. We have Robbie who says, I remember you had an EV car. Yes, I did have the Chevy Volt. Not the Bolt, the Volt. But they discontinued it. It was costing, I think, too much to actually, well, produce. But it was a great car. Now, I have a Tesla now. Yeah, Model X. Doors like this. Not like this. Great car. Go for Chuck says, I mean, my press ain't any better, lol. Oh, your press? What press? Every generation has to adapt to a new way. Yes, I guess. That's how it does. GPT server sits in liquid nitrogen. That impresses me. Actually, like they wanted to put, okay, not ChatGPT per se, but I read some things that they want to put like some servers, like all of these like server farms deep in the ocean so that they would cool down in the ocean or on the moon. Now, I don't know how that would be kind of feasible or if it's really worth the actual money because I don't know anything about that. But I found that very interesting to go put servers like 100 miles down in the sea, just like in Jules Verne's, That'd be crazy. And this is not adaptation. It's destructive camouflage as necessity. Oh, that's interesting. Damn, Piper, you're faster than me. Not by much, though. Oh, don't worry, go for Chuck. Don't worry. It's just because, there's a little lag with the YouTube. So I'm doing this video before you actually see it. This is like time frame continuum, people. Oh, yeah. And I love it a lot. This was Good Morning Humans. Yes, it airs live broadcast at 8 a.m. Pacific time from Monday to Friday. Thank you all for being there. And I want to say that I have other shows running. Yes, at 5 p.m. Pacific time, it's Love, Lust, and the Devil. It's also broadcasted live on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show. But if ever you're doing something else, make sure you tune into the radio. Why? Because I've decided to invent an online radio. That's what I'm doing to fight against AI. Piper Blush on a radio. Yeah. So that's my new adventure, my new endeavor. I've opened an online radio station which is called WTPRradio.com. You can go right now. Go to WTPRradio.com, click on the player. It's a little player. It's a player. And then it's gonna give you music when there's no live shows that is on air broadcasting right now. And when there is actually a live show, well, it's gonna give you the live show because you know it's live radio. That's how it works. So go tune in any time of the day. I mean, it's 24/7. It's broadcasting all the time. And every time, well, I want to say something, I just punch in. And I start talking to you. Very mega easy. On weekdays, there's approximately 4 shows per day. So if you prefer to watch the shows, like watch with your eyes, make sure you go on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show and that you turn on all of your notifications. Because every time I go live, well, you will be notified. And in this age of notifications, there's no more RSS feed. It's not like a thing anymore. Yeah. So you need to be notified on your Apple Watch, any watch, your iPhone, your phone. You can actually know right away when I'm live and come and jump in and well talk to me like live. Because when I'm live, I'm live. I'm literally live. So you can exchange with me and we can all talk together. Oh yeah, to make the show even better. Because your input is very important. I mean, it's all about engaging and being a community. If you want to be part of an awesome community, well, WTPRradio.com has a Discord server for that reason. And it is right here, WTPRradio.com, then click Discord server. Everybody there is awesome. They're all humans, no AIs, no robots. And we talk to each other about many different subjects. So just go ahead, make some friends, some human friends on WTPRradio.com's Discord server. Oh yeah, it's all cool. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And of course, I'll see you on WTPRradio.com, the radio.